So the Apple credit card is now available, but should you actually go out and apply? Let's go ahead and discuss the pros and cons. So as the time making this video right now, it currently is invite only. If you want to sign up and want to get your name on the list, to do this, simply just go on Google, enter Apple's credit card, click on this link, and on the little notification tab, enter your email that's linked to your iCloud account, and then cross your fingers and hopefully you'll get your invite. But at the time making this video, that was the entire process. Maybe by now, when you're watching this video, you might be able to simply just open up the wallet app and enter all your information right there. And this is probably one of the biggest pros about this credit card, is everything is already automatically integrated on our iPhone that supports Apple Pay. The application process, literally what it looks like, takes about 1 or 2 minutes to complete. And once you're approved, you don't have to wait for your credit card to arrive in the mail because it's already technically inside the wallet application by using Apple Pay. Just however, I really do want to point out first is don't do this if your device is jailbroken, as Apple just does not want to support jailbroken devices. So don't do that if your phone is jailbroken. So the interest rate on the Apple credit card it's pretty much average. It's very typical compared to other banks. It starts at 12.99% and can go up to 23.99%. It all varies on your credit report. And the overall perks and benefits of the credit card, it's this. It's 3% cash back on any purchases inside the Apple Store. This also includes App Store, iTunes, and other Apple services. And then if you make transaction purchases with Apple Pay, you get 2% back on any terminal that supports Apple Pay. And once your numberless titanium MasterCard arrive, activating this card is really easy. Simply just open up the envelope nearby and have your phone nearby, and it will automatically activate the card right there and then. So there's no need to actually go through the process of calling the bank and enter the credit card information. It's a simple tap, which I think was kind of cool, and definitely is a cool innovation that Apple integrated. But with the physical card, whatever purchase you make with that credit card, you are only going to get 1% back of any transaction. Now, since the Apple card has 0 annual fees, these money back rewards aren't that bad. It's kind of average. Another card very similar to this one is probably the Citibank Double Down Cash Card. Just like the Apple credit card, there's 0 annual fees. Just however, whatever purchase you make with that card, you automatically get 2% back. A big major con that this credit card has over the Apple one, for example, whenever you're dining with your friends and you want to flex with that titanium Apple card, you're going to be a fool because you're only getting 1% back. Then somebody paying with that Citibank card, they're going to get 2% back. The only way you can get 2% back if you pay with Apple Pay. But I don't know about you, I haven't seen a restaurant that supports Apple Pay, or can you make an Apple Pay transaction unless you leave your phone on the little binder. Now, being an Apple credit card, I was kind of disappointed that there really isn't any benefits when it comes to buying like an Apple product, like an iPhone or a laptop. For example, back to that Citi card, a benefit that card has over the Apple one, for example, even though it has no annual fee, just like the Apple one, again, that card, whatever purchase you make with it, will automatically get a 2-year extended warranty on electronics. So to give you a better understanding, let's say you buy a $1,000 iPhone. You're not only going to get $20 back, but you're also going to have a 2-year extended warranty. Now, if you're in the App Store and you buy like that same exact phone, you're only going to receive $30 back, but you still got to pay for Apple Care. So compared to that card, it's not really a great return. So that's one major thing you got to consider about this card if you're looking for like the best benefits. And then there's other credit cards that come to mind, like the Discover card. They have calendar days, and during these days you'll get 5% back. So whatever purchase qualifies, you're getting 5% back, then 2 or 3%. Plus 1% cash back on all other purchases on regular days. Now, everything about the Apple credit card is automatically integrated on your iPhone and gives you a lot of very useful tools, which are different than common credit card companies, although most of them already have applications and give you some of these cool tools, like the ability to lock your credit card by simply tapping on the app on your phone. Apple allows you to do this too. Just however, whenever you dispose that card, you have to put it in a shredder. With the Apple credit card, you don't have to do that. If you ever need to dispose the credit card, you don't need to shred the platinum card since it's also numberless. What typically will happen, the numbers will automatically get replaced right away and will upload that information to your credit card. So you don't have to wait for the physical card to arrive in the mail. you'll have access to it right away. But now you might be asking yourself, well, since this credit card is numberless, how do I make online purchases on my computer? All that information is already automatically integrated on your phone, so you can view it there and type in that information on your web browser. So that's pretty cool, and I say that's really secure, especially when you have your card out in public. This prevents people from taking photos of the number and making it challenging for them to actually steal your information. Another thing different about this credit card, unlike typical credit cards, whenever you pay your billing cycle, that's when you typically will receive your rewards. Apple, however, these rewards will become available the next following day. So of course you can use this to buy other stuff like food, or use those rewards towards your credit card balance, I would assume. Now, a pro about this credit card I wasn't expecting this card to have is there's no foreign transaction fees. So a big major competitor to the Apple credit card has to be probably Amazon with Chase card. They give you the same percentage back, 3% back on any Prime purchase on Amazon, but they will give you an additional $50 gift card when you sign up and get approved. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't give us any sign up bonuses. A free subscription to like Apple Music or something would have been really nice. But this last point I want to quickly highlight is probably one of the most crucial things. This bank isn't owned by Apple itself. Even though Apple is pushing it as if it's their very own card.
This is Apple Card, a credit card created by Apple, not a bank.
Behind the scenes, it's really Goldman Sachs Bank. This is a very similar partnership agreement like what Amazon is doing with Chase Bank. And if you're unfamiliar with the Goldman Sachs Bank, this is the same bank that was held responsible during the 2008 recession period, as this was the bank that was lending out loans and mortgages to people that they knew would not be able to qualify for or have a chance in paying off. They were approving these kind of loans, which caused the whole 2008 incident, and because of this, that bank was fined $5 billion. So just want to quickly highlight that because I just want to let you guys know so you guys can be more cautious on who you're sharing your personal information with. So with those big critical pros and cons, these are my overall thoughts about this credit card. I know right now everybody is just making videos bashing on this credit card, but to get like views and such, me, I'm just doing this because I was actually doing this research, debating if I should actually apply or not. And honestly, from everything that I observed, from what I shared with you guys, at the end of the day, it's really just an ordinary credit card. But having Apple to back up this credit card, they did re-engineer a lot of things and improved a lot of things that typical normal commercial banks would never have done. For example, on a regular bank, whenever you have to contact support, you have to be on a phone with a bot and answer a few security questions. With Apple, they re-engineered everything, the entire process, where you can simply just text support, improving this entire process, making everything smoother and more efficient. And I really do like this because I'd rather be texting a bot than actually being on a phone with one. And since it's a credit card, again, it's all integrated on our iPhone. Apple gave us a ton of cool, useful tools. For example, there's a circle wheel that allows you to actually see the interest rate total that you're going to have to pay if you continue making monthly payments, or seeing how much you'll be saving if you pay that balance at an earlier stage. And then all your stuff will be automatically organized and categorized. So if you do a lot of grocery shopping and such, everything will be categorized on your spending on different colors. Other banks typically do this, but to get this feature or to go this in depth on your purchase, you gotta log into the desktop version from what I've seen from my personal banks. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention about this credit card, this could be a pro or a con depending on the person, but if you plan on buying cryptos with this credit card, you can't do that. Apple doesn't support crypto purchases. So no, you cannot support Mark Zuckerberg with his Facebook thing, whatever he was doing. I forgot the name. But no crypto purchases can be done with the Apple credit card. So with all that being said, again, at the end of the day, it's just another credit card. It shares very similar pros and cons like any ordinary credit card, and it really just varies on the person. The most common reward I see a lot of people benefiting from the Apple credit card is probably just the 2% cashback whenever you pay using Apple Pay, because the cool looking titanium card most likely is just going to spend most of its time in your wallet. To give you a fair example, Capital One Quicksilver card requires a $4 annual fee, and that card will only give you 1.5% cash back on all transaction purchases, while Apple credit card is giving you 2% back whenever you use Apple Pay and Citibank it's giving you 2% back, and both of those cards have 0 annual fees. So at the end of the day, I mean, all in all, it really just all depends on the user. If you buy a lot of Apple accessories at the Apple Store, then yeah, you could definitely benefit from the Apple credit card. But if you buy a lot of electronics and you want to get a 2-year extended warranty but also get a fair return, the Citibank has no annual fees and will give you an additional 2-year warranty. And I think that's a good perk to have over the Apple credit card. But if you already have that card, I mean, there's no harm to get another credit card. So if you're curious and you want to know if I'm going to go ahead and personally get it, the answer is yes. I'm personally probably just going to end up using this card to buy groceries because my Safeway has terminals that support Apple Pay, so I could probably benefit from the 2% back next day rewards and use it towards the balance or buying other groceries or other stuff with that next day rewards. Then if I have to buy like a new pair of headphones or something and the Apple Store has it in stocks, I'm gonna definitely benefit from the 3% cashback rewards. But if I'm gonna go ahead and make like a big purchase like on a new laptop, a phone, I'm just gonna use my Citibank double cashback reward. So since both of these cards don't require an annual fee, there's really nothing to lose. You just gotta be really responsible with these credit cards. But that's where I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Just want to quickly share with you guys the pros and cons about the Apple credit card and compare it against other credit cards out there in today's market. And in case you're wondering, no, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular consumer who happens to have a lot of credit cards. And no, I'm not in no credit card debt. I don't use my credit card as a credit card. I typically use it as a debit card and just benefit from their rewards. But again, for being a credit card that has no annual fee, I mean, like, there's no harm. And I'm not gonna really be losing anything. So, I mean, that titanium card looks really cool. I might just get it for that, even though it's gonna spend most of its time in my wallet. But that's where I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys found this video informative, useful, you know what to do. Greatly appreciate if you guys actually leave this video a like. Those help me out a lot. Get subscribed, especially if you enjoy tech. As I pretty much cover anything tech related. I always just enjoyed sharing it all with you guys. And if you want to share this information with a friend, feel free to do so. But I'm Eddie. I'm out. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.